Mr. Andrew KP Leung, China strategist and economist with us on the broadcast. From an Asian perspective here, sir, when a former, diplomat, when the US Vice President, when the current sitting President of the United States, they amplify such remarks targeting India and China together, what does it suggest? What does it say? Does it reflect a broader shift in how the West, particularly the United States, views the rising Asian powers? There's no doubt about the fact that India is the voice of the global South.
Well, Trump is a past master of verbal fireworks. I don't think that countries should pay too much attention to that. He's called, of course, President Modi his best friend. He's also called President Xi his best friend. But yet he imposed huge tariffs on India and imposed tariffs against China as well. But I think that the current situation must be looked at in terms of the American politics on this birthright legislation.
Yeah.
And that's why Trump is using all means under his disposal, including verbal fireworks, to get it done. I don't think that too much should be made of his reference one way or the other. But the fact remains the United States was built right from the beginning on immigrants. And so immigrants from all over the world made American what it is today. Particularly, it's pointed out, certain immigrants occupy the commanding heights of American businesses, as well as contributing to technology and all sorts of things. But that is beside the point. What is at stake now is this birthright legislation, which is, of course, a very important part of the Make America Great Again strategy. Is to stop immigrants, tighten the immigration rules, and Trump is using
my question essentially was about whether this strategy is going to, push back, whether it's going to have any kind of, a negative effect on the U.S. politics. Pushing skilled professionals towards alternative hubs is something that this strategy now risks doing.
Well, I think that, for example, Chinese students in the United States and also Chinese scientists who have lived in the United States for decades, some of them are returning to China because of this anti-China rhetoric. That's, of course, apart from this current issue of the birthright bill. So that's another angle. Of course, that there are repercussions with this anti-China, anti-Indian rhetoric. But as far as the animosity towards China is concerned, it's much more deep-seated. But this is part of the great power rivalry between the United States and China. And China is perceived by the politics across the aisle as the existential threat to American dominance.
Okay.
So this extends beyond the ambit of the current bill under discussion.